it kind of rules. Anyway, PlayStation Underground here. This may have different volume than what we had. I'm going to give that a listen.
Communication enabled.
Enabled? You gotta be kidding. I've got nothing but snow here.
What's going on? I thought we had a lock.
I don't know. We're through the firewall, have full control of the tower, the logo was up and looking good, then nothing.
Hey, what's happening back there? We lost the whole transmission.
Hold on. I'm running a system diagnostic. Hard drives are fine. The network's still up. Modulation is within limits. Let me check this satellite. Got it. Tracking is off. I'm gonna realign.
We'll dial it in and let's get back online.
Hackers was
We don't want underground members seeing this snow when they try to
The
get
prototype
the transmission.
version.
You've got the wrong bird. Unless we're transmitting Spunko's commercials.
Hang on.
Spunkos.
Hang on. We're hanging on. Let's go.
Sorry. I love this
Okay,
arrow
I'm
season
reestablishing
so
the lock.
much.
Yeah.
Picture should be clearing up.
Alright, this is the PlayStation
Oh
Underground.
god, it's on fire!
Mm-hmm.
Somebody put that out?
PlayStation, putting discs on fire and shoving them into your PlayStation.
Don't do that.
So this was a pretty interesting magazine. It introduced a whole lot of demos. It offered import versions of games that may or may not have come out in America, which was kind of nice. And it offered all these videos showing the making of PlayStation games, various looks at technology, and it offered a place where you could download memory card saves. Let's see what they got. Personally, I never used this feature because they never featured any games I had, but it was nice. So what we can get here is something for Carnage Heart, that popular hit that all the kids were raving about back in the day.
Oh yeah, everybody loved Carnage Heart.
We'll see a bit more of Carnage Heart later on, but for now, all you have to know is that this is a game where you build, design, and program your own mechs. And this game... Okay, it looks like what they're doing here is that they let you download customized mechs made by the team at ArtDink, who developed the game.
That's actually really cool.
That is really cool.
I had no idea, wow.
Dreadful self-destructors. Melon Storm 96. I like the sound of that. The bowling team. It's the Holy Rollers.
Oh! Purple Blaze! Red Blaze!
Blue Blaze.
Blue Blaze, that's Sonic, right?
That's the popular Guilty Gear spin-off. There's a lot of frickin' mechs here. We could download that if we had like 10 memory cards to spare, I'm sure. For now... You know what? We haven't seen a game in a while. I'm gonna go ahead and just start up a game.
Cool.
I'm not sure what the volume should be like here. If it's too loud, let us know and we will change it. So, this was released in '97, giving us an early look at some up-and-coming PlayStation games, like Cool Borders.
Oh, I love it when the borders are cool. I hate hot borders, though.
Burning up the slopes.
WEP Systems.
Yeah. Dude.
Brah, it's fucking... It's Snowboarders 3, brah.
Oh, the powder's so powdery.
Ah.
Ready to go to Snowdale, bro? We're both making the same joke at the same time?
I love snow jail, brah.
Go for it.
Go for it. This looks good.
All right, today we're gonna go to the extreme on some of the most insane courses. Blow this race, and you'll be known as the course chump. So let's see some ice fly.
I don't want to be known as the course chump. We better do well.
I tried to put in PlayStation Underground
Showtime.
when we were playing, and they were like, that doesn't... Twitch is like, PlayStation Underground doesn't exist.
Yeah, I
so
tried that earlier.
We're just gonna call this retro. Sorry, everyone. Ooh, there's retro, and then there's retro garbage.
Retro garbage?
Yeah!
Ready?
That's a new category, I think.
Did they make that for us?
This is it. Now's your chance to prove that you can really
I don't know, but
ride.
can I use it? Is this garbage? Would you have
Wow,
that?
what happened there? No, it's not garbage.
Okay, just right.
Cool Borders is not garbage.
That's true, it is.
Look at it. Actually, Cool
There's a
Borders
clip
is
coming up.
alright.
Pull some air. What? You need to try the bunny slopes next time.
This guy's giving me shit. This is my first time snowboarding, dude.
Checkpoint straight ahead. Hurry
Okay,
up.
here we go. Bomb it!
We.
We bombed it.
We did.
Goodbye, everyone.
No! Whoa, man. I thought you were history.
Somehow you're not!
I'm glad you're not dead, friend! Hey, bro, don't die on me yet! You got so many cool tricks and
I'm not done
hot
yelling at
eats
you
to
yet.
do.
So Cool Borders,
Get going, man.
this was
Time
certainly...
to up.
Jesus, get off my ass!
We. Checkpoint
Guy's a
straight ahead.
dick.
Hurry up.
Not getting me... letting me get a word in edgewise.
We.
So...
Wake.
Obviously, pre-Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, what you're supposed to do is hold the X button before a jump, then also hold a direction on the D-pad, and depending on how long you hold the direction, that's how long you'll spin. It doesn't provide any indicators whatsoever for this, so most of the time you're just going to land on your head. Cool Borders 2 improved it a little bit, I think. What's up next? We got Twisted Metal 2. We featured Twisted Metal pretty recently.
Mm-hmm.
And now you get to see the awaited sequel.
I love sequels. You know what I love more than sequels, Danny?
What?
Squeakquels. Good night, everybody.
I was thinking of that movie the other day. Oh, we're off the rails anyway. The Chipmunks...
Why not?
The Chipmunks in the new Alvin and the Chipmunks movie do a mean version of Love Shack, and if you haven't heard it, I recommend it.
Wait, they do?
Yes. There's a part where they just go, "Love Shack, baby!" And it slays me. It's the worst. If you have a favorite songs from the 90s or 80s, the Chipmunks have ruined it in one of their recent trilogy of movies.
Oh, thank goodness.
Twisted Metal 2.
What do you want to tell us about Twisted Metal 2?
Oh, I played a lot of Twisted Metal 2. I got every single ending in this game. And it's been a decade probably since I played it, so I won't do too well. It introduced a lot of new features, like for one thing, let's see if I can do this. Yes, it includes special moves. By pushing left, right, and up, you can let loose a freeze blast, which locks people in place when you shoot their special enemies. It's basically like Car Street Fighter, because there's all these different special commands you have to memorize. Last time, I believe I mentioned there was a character called Axel, who is just a dude in between two wheels. He's in this game. He's actually not too bad. I prefer Mr. Slam, the guy in the forklift. Otherwise, it's mostly just an improved, expanded version of Twisted Metal. Plays better, looks better. It actually has FMV endings this time. Not real actors, just CG, so...
Well, hey, at least some, I think.
You take what you can get. Yeah, this scene. I guess the biggest thing in this one was the stage variety, because this had a world tour motif, so you could go to Paris and blow up the Eiffel Tower. Other things that are less memorable, as I can't remember them right now.
Yeah.
But there were a whole bunch of different maps, and it was neat. Twisted Metal 2, out this holiday, $49.99.
Buy them all.
Buy it at your local Woolworths or Montgomery Wards.
Montgomery Ward's video games.
Yep. You remember what they called it?
Yeah, I sure do! Electric Avenue.
Electric Avenue.
Then they'll take you higher.
Your video game source at Montgomery Wards.
There's actually an amazing training video for the Electric Avenue, right?
Is
I
there?
think you and I watched it together. Remember, we just sat down and watched a bunch of training videos one day because
we learned a lot.
trash.
We know how to flip burgers at Wendy's now, so if it comes down to that, well,
None of these have
we're
a
prepared.
consistent. Sorry, none of these games have a consistent thing, so I have to keep adjusting it. So I'm just gonna do this. So
Yeah.
There. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's resizing the resolution. That's annoying. You guys a fan of Nestle? How about Juicy Fruit? Want a Baby Ruth?
I'm a fan of a music. Yeah. Whoa.
And
There
as
we
you
go.
can see, I'm representing Team Mountain Dew.
Oh, you're doing the do!
I'm doing the do. I'm making it happen.
Oh my god, look at everywhere there's crunch. Oh my god.
This game had ridiculous amounts of product placement, like everywhere. All the billboards, all the riders, everyone was sponsored. Sponsored up the ass. Mountain Dew in the background, Mountain Dew on the character you're controlling, Mountain Dew on the banners. Could not get away from the dew.
Cat mentions none of these are as slick as that Skittles thing.
Right. Darkened Sky. Great game.
It reminds me of that Biker Mice from Mars that was highly sponsored by Sneakers.
That's right. If you played Biker Mice from Mars on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
The US and Japan versions were kind of innocuous, but the Europe one, it's all like, hey, power up your play with a Snickers bar.
Yeah,
and
you
could buy
always win
Snickers.
Snickers, and yeah, it's highly sneaker oriented.
The Snickers bars in that game cost like $10,000 too, so that was pretty funny. But Jet Moto, made by, I think it was made by the team at Single Track who did Twisted Metal. I may be completely wrong about that. If I am, ignore me.
Or just scream at us online. Just threaten our families.
Please don't do that.
Okay, please don't do that. But
Don't threaten
you know,
my family over Jet Moto of all things.
just not Jet. I mean, you know,
This was a
if it
fairly
was Crash Bandicoot, I'd understand. But Jet
Yeah.
Moto,
Jet Moto fairly popular in its day. It had 2 sequels. Squeakles.
who squeaked
It had 2 squeakles. It never came out to PS2, I don't believe. Or if it did, it was not nearly as successful. It's a hovercraft racing sort of game. Like, you're on this jet ski looking thing, but you frequently go off water. And man, I'm terrible at Jet Moto. I never had it as a kid, I'm sorry. One kind of interesting thing about Jet Moto is that I fell in the water, first of all.
And then it's making everyone in chat, including me, want a candy bar.
Yeah, I
This is
really
awful.
want
I
a
hate
crunch bar.
this. I hate this so much.
Jet Moto 2 came out some year, and then the year afterwards they re-released it as a greatest hit. Now what they wanted to do was drastically upgrade the game, like add a whole bunch of new gameplay modes and stuff. But by the time they finished working on it, it was a completely different game. It ran at a much higher frame rate. It had fewer racers to allow for the high frame rate. It was just a really good-looking, polished game that, while it sort of looked like the original, it bore very little resemblance to it. So much so that Sony said, no, it has to be more like the original game. What are you doing? And what they wanted to do was... Oh, 20th place. Good.
Yipes.
Anyway, they wanted to revert the code, but the last second they didn't. So the greatest hits version of Jet Moto 2 is secretly Jet Moto 2 Championship Edition, even though it wasn't supposed to be. It just went to the printers like that.
Amazing.
It's a fun game. Definitely very cheap these days. If you
Yeah,
buy any
yeah.
PlayStation lots on eBay, it will have a copy of Jet Moto. And why not? It's football season. Is it
Oh, we're
football
doing
season?
football?
Yeah. We're doing football. You excited for football?
I am excited. Sorry, chat keeps saying, hey, update it from... They're like, you're not doing Don't Be Nervous Talking to Girls, and I'm like, I don't know why it won't let us not be nervous talking to girls. We're always going to be just nervous talking to girls in this.
Look,
Thank you,
don't
Twitch.
be. Okay, you guys like the
Okay, so we
Patriots
love-
or the Packers?
I love the football. Man, I hate both of them. What the hell?
Okay, Patriots, widely known as cheating assholes. Packers, the favorite among former joystick co-worker Mike Suzik. So we're going
Okay,
with the
so we
Packers.
should go with the Packers.
That dude's got a Packers tattoo. He is hardcore.
Oh my goodness.
The other day, he tweeted all the brats he ate at the opening game.
How many brats did he eat?
Mike's pretty awesome.
How many? How many? You're not telling me.
At least 3.
Oh my god, that sounds so good.
I think he went back for more, but someone snaked his brats.
I was gonna say someone stopped him. Someone stopped his brats.
Someone stopped him. Watch out, everyone! Mike's going ham on those brats.
Oh god, he's two-fisting the brats. He's got 2 of them under.
That guy's cool. I like Mike.
Anyways, yes,
I miss
we love
Joystick,
you, Mike.
you guys.
We love Joy. Yes, I do too. We all miss Joystick.
I receive.
Oh, we all want brats. Brats forever diamonds. Oh, we love you, Packers, though. You make me want cheese and hot dogs, so that can't be that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's play football.
Let's get this game started. The Beeb.
It's the Beeb.
The Beeb. Wow, I fell down and I got back up again. So...
You know they're never going to keep you down.
Right, okay, I was waiting for you to say that.
Thank you.
NFL Game Day, a Sony published series, obviously a competitor to EA's Madden. And in fact, they kind of got the jump on Madden because Madden 96 did not come out. It was supposed to, there was a prototype version, and it's awful. And EA apparently saw that it was awful and said, you know what, let's just wait till next year.
The demo's floating around.
There is. Yeah, there is a prototype.
I haven't played it.
It's bad. It looks worse than this. This doesn't look bad, but it still uses sprite players. Oh, these sprite players. I know at the beginning they use sprites. I'm just gonna keep picking passing plays until I score.
You can do it. You can beat the you can beat the Patriots. The
I
cheating, awful, terrible, no good Patriots.
We're going to the Super Bowl, you guys. Oh, now we're not.
Oh no!
Now we're going to the racetrack.
Prior to what?
Wow, he just didn't catch the ball.
No. People asking where the Sega Saturn fanboys are. That would actually be Danny.
That's me, 100%.
That's Danny. In fact, actually, just to put a tiny plug in here, if you may see our Patreon thing, we really want to do a
Sega Saturn Year 1.
So,
that is my dream one day.
That is our dream.
The thing is, I'm sure there's so little demand for that except for me. If I made that series, it would be for me and like 2 other Sega Saturn fans.
So,
if that's not the case, please prove me wrong.
Yeah, please.
Because I would love to have the excuse to do that series. The Sega Saturn is a fantastic system.
It is really interesting.
What was the Saturn doing back then as far as football is concerned? I don't think Madden came out on Saturn either. I think Sega had its own NFL series, I want to say.
Maybe. Yeah, people, man, y'all like Saturn. We'd love to do it. We would just need to dedicate a heck of a lot more time to it. So yeah, that's why it's
I am ready and willing. I am brimming with knowledge of the Saturn.
It's just one of our stretch goals. So hopefully in a year or so, we'll be able to.
Okay, we got 7 seconds to score.
Okay, here we go.
Packers win the Super Bowl!
We did it! We won! We won!
The dream has come true.
The Packers won everything. We are so good.
We won 3-0. 2 zeros beats a 3.
Also, 81 Rambler, we absolutely will cover Japanese games if we cover the Saturn, because if we didn't, we would have nothing to cover.
Right. Saturn is an import system. If you want good Saturn games, you gotta import. That's just the way it is.
Alright, so what was that? Football?
That's football.
We love football.
And that's the end of the demos. I'm gonna show off a few of the videos they have here.
Oh, cool.
Because those are pretty interesting. We'll get to the import in a second. What's in Tech Q&A?
Chat's talking about Ray Earth. Chat, I'll just let you know the only fan subs I ever bought and in the 90s as a 11 to 12-year-old were all Magic Knight Ray Earth fan subs. Well, thank you for coming to our TED Talk. So here we go.
I was thinking about streaming Rares. That seemed like it would be a good time, because I actually have a copy.
So. Whoa, let's email people.
Aha, so this isn't... This is the pre-tech Q&A, where it's pretty much just solicited your questions. In later issues, they did answer them, and that was cool. Debriefing. Who are we gonna debrief?
Wait, who did a crime? Wait, who needs to be debriefed?
Interview with David Jaffe.
Danny!
Twisted Metal was really inspired.
Oh, man!
Oh, it's baby David Jaffe!
Oh, he looks like Patton Oswalt!
He does!
He's all gonna make some good jokes and bad... Oh, man.
He's fresh out of high school.
Look at him!
Hey, you guys, I got this game about scary clowns.
He looks like he's gonna totally... Look at... He looks like he really, 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 really likes Todd McFarlane's work. Look at him. Aw, baby.
We should turn this up by a lot.
Oh, should we? Okay, because we're just gonna... yeah, hold on.
I listened
everybody.
over the headphones, and it was just me talking as baby Patton Oswalt, a.k.a.
Oh,
baby.
hey, guys.
David
Welcome
Jaffe.
to the PlayStation Underground. Alright, I turned it up real loud.
Everyone used to be so young. The gaming industry has aged us.
That was really the first time that we had really experienced affordable 3D that your home consumer could buy, and we realized that that idea, that inspiration for sort of wanting to put the player in a Hollywood action movie could actually finally be done via this really cool technology which allowed you to actually live in these worlds and things like that. So.
But was it everything you wanted? Do you want to quit forever?
The first one wasn't. The first one was, I think the first one had all the heart that we wanted it to have. I mean, the first one is very much sort of like, we always compare it to sort of like a garage band version of, what ultimately the game ended up being, which is Twisted Metal 2. The first one had all the heart that we wanted it to have, but it lacked a lot in terms of presentation, gameplay, things like that. But it wasn't until the second one that we were really able to make the game everything that we originally intended to make.
David Jaffe, what are you most proud of?
Again, I have to say the gameplay.
He's more than scary clowns, Alex.
He's
a deep, complex individual.
I think a lot of that everyone
I'm sorry, I
involved
should
in
have
the
said
product
scaly clowns.
Okay, that's better.
And should be proud of. But the most important thing to me about any game, and especially Twisted 2, is just the jump in gameplay from 1 to 2, and the fact that especially when you're competing with a friend and you're fighting with a friend, it's such a richer experience. There's so much more strategy, so much more depth to what you can do that I think that's the thing that I'm really most proud of, stuff that we were able to
Oh,
learn
I'm
what
sorry.
it takes
I'm
to
sorry that I
get that
doubted
gameplay and
the
figure out
scary
how to
clowns.
Okay, if you had the chance to ask David Jaffe one of these questions, what would you ask him?
Me?
Yeah.
Anything you'd rather do for a living.
Yeah, I want to see what he says.
Be a scary clown.
Well, I don't know if I would love to, because usually what I usually find that when you actually get into the job that you think is so great, it turns out to be really great, but there's a lot of hard work with it. So I don't think there's a perfect job out there. I love what I do. I wouldn't trade it for anything, and in fact, I would, as long as my bills were paid and I could take care of my family, I would do it for free. But I would, I'd like to see myself doing comic books one day. I'd love to. I can't draw at all, but I'd love to write comic books someday.
And that's how he transformed into Todd McFarlane.
Beautiful. I like his answer to, hey, what would you rather do was like, it's like if when your boss asks you, where do you want to be in 5 years, you're like, working here, boss! Like,
I want to be still working on Twisted Metal because you haven't taken it away from me and farmed it out to another developer. David Jaffe, what about violence in video games?
I think if you look at the games I've done, if you look at Twisted Metal 1, Twisted Metal 2, the game I'm working on now, it's very apparent what I think about violence in video games. I think I have no problem with it. I mean, I feel it's a way, it's an outlet for, it's a release, I think, for the things that we have inside. I think it's crazy if someone tells you that, you know, we are not violent creatures, you know, and I would much rather rip someone's head off in a video game and get it out of my system than do it in the real world.
I like the comment on the bottom of the screen.
And I think it allows that. I think it's one of the few mediums that does allow that.
Oh, I'm big and strong. I'm scared by no violence.
Sony does not endorse the extremist views of David Jaffe, saying that violence is an outlet. We distance ourselves from these comments.
So
but every issue of PlayStation Underground had stuff like that, and it was all actually pretty interesting. And more importantly, it was shot at the time when these people were actively working on the projects.
So it's actually...
So much of these interviews, if you read about old games, it's done like from a perspective of having to remember stuff that happened decades ago. It's just cool to see like it happening right then, like their opinions before they've, before they've either forgotten or they've fabricated some sort of dreamlike scenario about what happened.
Well, when it comes to this basic, just as I do amateur historian work in television and stuff like that for funsies because I'm a nerd. But basically, at the time, interviews are always going to be your most accurate source of information. Because later ones will always, because as time goes by, this stuff isn't as fresh in your memory. As important as 20/20 hindsight, it can also erase a lot of your current opinions that were into your actual work. So, art-wise, it's always good to interview artists about their work at the time of the work.
You may have already seen this.
Ooh, clowns. Those are scary.
Style.
There's more
sophistication.
Okay,
the ability to launch napalm into oncoming traffic. If these are the things you look for in an automobile, it's time you test drive Twisted Metal 2. Fully automated weaponry, dual rocket launchers, and the new APS flame-throwing system. All standard. Drive the 1997 Twisted Metal 2 on PlayStation from Sony, and let style be your weapon.
Now we're going to show you what it took to make this ad. The Underground has asked me to give you an eyewitness account of the making of the Twisted Metal 2 TV commercial. I'm David Bamberger, the product manager for Twisted Metal 2, and I accompanied the film crew to Prague and saw how they captured the look and feel of a luxury car.
This is actually quite interesting.
Prague was the perfect city. It's located in the Czech Republic and has a rich, glamorous feel that we were looking for.
It just went to the Czech
We were lucky
Republic
to find Monique locally.
PlayStation commercial? You can
But to
do
get the
that at
properly
one point.
arrogant
Holy
male
crap.
lead, we had to import Timothy from England.
Oh,
He actually turned out to be a nice guy. Of course, the real star of the ad is this fully loaded, heavily armed car.
Why the Czech Republic to promote Twisted Metal 2? Why not?
Style. Sophistication. The ability to launch napalm into oncoming traffic.
Of course, a missile launcher wasn't a standard feature in these big American cars, so we added one.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go!
Look at these practical effects.
It's actually really interesting. God.
Instead of using a computer composite, we used a real explosion to get the reflection you're about to see in the actor's glasses.
That was literally the only thing that didn't make
launch napalm into oncoming traffic.
Awful.
If these are the things you look for in an automobile, it's time to test drive.
Actually film the reflection of glasses. That rules. Nowadays they just CG it in. No problem.
This next scene was really tough. Our model had a hard time overcoming the urge to run from the gunfire.
Just overcome the urge to run from the gunfire.
The door had to be rebuilt with fresh
not
explosive
something you
gas.
expect on a modeling job.
Yeah.
Don't run away from the gunfire.
No, it's like, and to be fair, it's not real gunfire. They're just squibs.
With only one door panel left, she pulled it off perfectly.
All standard. Drive the 1997 Twisted Metal 2 on PlayStation from Sony.
This isn't a Corman production from the 70s.
This was one of the last shots we did because the flamethrower actually melted the hood of the car.
Melted the hood of the car.
Yeah, that
and let
happened.
style
Glad they got that
be
shot.
your weapon.
The crew somehow found this big American car in Prague. They worked on it non-stop for a week and turned it into this twisted metal weapon of mass destruction. It wasn't street legal when we bought it, and it certainly wasn't street legal after.
Guns on a car.
So there's your inside look, and remember, drive angry.
Drive angry,
Let's do it.
Let's watch this.
Jim Brown. Tim Brown came into our motion capture studio, and the result you can see in the game. The smoothest animation in a football game today.
That kind of stuff just blows your way, really, to see how they could take you running and put it on the screen and fill it in with animation or whatever, and it ends up being a little football player in the game doing exactly what you were doing.
So what it does is for each frame, it will go through and it will figure out where each of these dots actually were. They really don't mean anything until you start moving them. And once you start moving them, you can see basically where the hips and the knees and the ankles and all the joints.
That's so bad.
Voila,
I'm
you
sorry.
end up with a stick figure. You want to have a left foot, right foot, left foot.
Oh, man.
So that you can take that and cycle.
I lied. There's at least 24.
Oh, okay,
It was really fun to be here with these guys and to see how much they really put into making sure that these games are exactly how the guys are doing on the field.
One playing the game, you draw it anywhere you want.
Okay, they mocapped him spiking the ball just for like a 2-frame animation.
That totally sucks. They were probably like, spike it again and again until it looks right.
The thing is, yeah,
I'm very excited about my special play because I guarantee you it's going to be a touchdown. Especially if you have the right receiver out wide.
That's it, baby!
I got last year.
This is so cool as a historical archive.
Actually, this is super neat.
And back in 96, 97, before you had internet access, this was amazing. You couldn't see this anywhere else. And Sony just up and mailed this to you one day for free, and it ruled.
E3 is America's largest show dedicated to the video game industry. You might have read about it in gaming magazines and maybe even seen a few pictures. But now, through the use of time-lapse photography, the Underground takes you for a quick look inside E3 and the making of Sony's outrageous booth from the ground up.
Yeah. Okay, people think the audio is way too loud.
Okay.
Adjusting. One second, it's gonna flip out for a sec and then back. I wish there was a way to adjust audio here, but unfortunately. Sorry, folks. There we go.
This is louder than the other segments.
It's
How
really
weird.
loud, actually, yeah.
Also, hope everyone's enjoying Baby E3. I think this was at a different venue because this hall is not nearly as big as
Oh,
it is
no.
now.
Well, the Staples Center wasn't built.
Oh, what? It wasn't?
No, the Staples Center was built to replace the old Lakers, the old Coliseum Lakers Stadium. That was in the. When was Staples Center built? Oh, it was built specifically for the Democratic Convention of the 2000s, I think, or 2000 whatever. Yeah, so Staples Center was a while before that happened.
Nice.
I grew up in Southern
Crash.
California. Oh man, Crash is here.
Crash at the Legends of the Hidden Temple set.
Oh man. Oh, poor guy, that's in Florida. He's gone so far.
Nowadays, E3 takes place across 2 convention halls, at least, that are both way bigger than this one hall.
You wanna know the secret?
And they're placed at least half a mile apart. It's very tiring.
It's really yeah.
It's great when you have an appointment at 1 and then you have to really hoof it to make the other appointment in 5 minutes.
Well, I did. Well, I used to go to San Diego Comic Con every year until I moved from California. Yeah. Conventions are fun until they're not.
Wow, a media check is good.
Oh, look at this. This is really nice.
The only other company to have that at the last E3 I went to was Activision. You had to make sure I wasn't just some bum trying to see Skylanders early.
People talking about the Crash Bandicoot carnage.
What's the idea of going to E3?
Bubsy!
Bubsy!
Yes!
You guys saw that, right?
That was Bubsy,
We didn't just hallucinate that.
Boom!
They had a real-life Bubsy at E3 one year.
Oh my god, I am having to really... I'm so glad the noise gate is on because I am trying not to scream about Bubsy. I'm so excited. I saw my best friend Bubsy. I've missed you so, Bubber. Bubsy, I've missed you.
Bubber.
Come back, Bubsy. Gaming needs you again. Everybody is screaming about Bubsy. It's good.
Oh, is this one of the show floor days? There's so few people! Oh my god!
Well, I don't...
Game journalists were an endangered species back then.
No, it was actually because E3 was literally not as much open to the public as it was.
Yeah, that's true.
People talk about Patreon goals to buy that Bubsy suit.
Dude, you give me the money, I will wear that suit to every single stream from now on.
That is awful. I'll wear it. I literally wish I had something interesting. Well, look at that! Look at that spinning set piece!
I'm just amazed.
See, again, I'm just gonna say, Sony has an incredible design team of practical designers that I am...
And looking at this, it looks like they just dwarfed everything else
in the
convention center.
Field!
Yeah. Wow. Gobo.
This is actually pretty impressive to see, especially if you're interested in how they used to do trade show shit.
Yes, I too just want to see the Bubsy suit again.
Yeah.
No Bubsy 3D coverage in this issue of PlayStation Underground. Kind of odd, because that would be the season they'd be promoting the old Bubster, his latest and greatest adventure. We're basically almost done with Disc 1.
Yeah.
I have a couple small things to show off. Black market stuff? Oh, you can show your allegiance to the Underground.
A signal to other gamers, huh?
Well, yeah, back then there weren't that many of them. Back then you could be like, hey, are you a gamer? Oh, you must be cool.
Oh, those days.
That is not the case anymore.
So, you want interviews with developers, demos of the hottest new games, codes, tips, and tricks you can't get anywhere else? Cool black market underground gear.
Nod your head, yes.
To get all that 4 times a year, you gotta subscribe to the Underground magazine. And to subscribe, you gotta have a plan.
Here's the plan.
Get up off the couch.
Are you hoisting me up to the ceiling?
No,
Am I okay?
Walk through the dirty laundry. It is critical that you make no eye contact here with anyone, or they will try to make you pick things up.
Don't even think about picking up.
Move towards the front door. You know, where you keep the mail.
Apparently we live in the apartment from D4.
You saw the Underground CD.
Why is Satan here screaming
the rest
at
of
me,
the mail aside.
Subscribe to PlayStation.
You ripped open the expensive,
What did
well-timed
I do,
mailer,
man?
trashed it, opened the jewel case, ignoring all design hours spent creating it, and just tossed it, only to grab out the CD. The CD case. The subscription card inside the front cover.
Where did you throw it?
On the floor? In the trash? Crushed in the doorway? Find it, and the cool stuff, the games, the codes,
the power,
can all
Look
be
at that
yours.
denim jacket. Give
Find
me that,
the
Danny.
subscription card.
Danny, I need that for when I
Fill it
stream.
out.
PlayStation
Don't screw
jean
up.
jacket.
This is a
I
great
need a
plan.
denim jacket
In fact,
that says
subscribe
PlayStation
and you
on
are
it.
automatically
I refuse
eligible
to
win
stream
some
anymore.
pretty cool
I
stuff.
refuse to.
We can make that happen.
Okay.
CD case for details.
Can I just get a really ugly jean jacket and just put like the PlayStation logo on it?
Sure.
Hey, codes! Are any of these codes for free jean jackets?
Oh, back then I was all about codes and cheats.
And jean jackets?
And not necessarily jean jackets. Oh, right. So, in different parts of this magazine, you could enter secret codes, and that would give you stuff? Oh, look at all these codes.
Fascinating.
Everybody memorize all these codes.
Okay, you got it? Good.
What was that? Oh, all the codes for Lemmings 3D, including Jing Bang, Diliage, and Bun O Don't.
Ooh, don't forget Prognos.
Favorite. Titan Project.
Fascinating. Hey, Cobalt #1.
Nice. Not a bad little archive. Forgot the cheats for this. I'm gonna try and find at least one in this disc. How about this?
Hey, you got one.
Hey, I know how to sell my soul now. For a minion.
Oh man, oh boy! Oh boy! Finally we can join the new Facebook generation.
I'm pretty sure there is a secret here, too. Allow me to enter the secret code.
It's Mama Michelle! Who is she?
That's cool.
Thanks, Mama Michelle!
Let's close out this disc with imports.
Whoa! Dynasty Warriors!
The original Dynasty Warriors, you guys. Oh, man. I had this game way back when. If you're familiar with Dynasty Warriors now, it's nothing like the first game in the series. Starting with Dynasty Warriors 2, it turned into a 3D brawler, like you're familiar with. Basically, you just against hundreds of dudes. This is a one-on-one fighter, and it's actually not bad, believe it or not. It's made by the same development team as the later Dynasty Warriors games.
They're a good team.
Or Sangoku Musou, it's called.
I'm a huge Musou fan.
Musou's fun.
It's the thing about the Musou genre is it gets the more Musou games come out, the better the genre's gotten. It's a really, really fun genre. I cannot recommend it enough. Hyrule Warriors is fun.
Hyrule Warriors is really fun. I recommend it if you guys haven't played it
There's
yet.
a new One Piece one that came out, Hyrule Warriors Free, that it's supposed to be really good Musou game as well. So
And Dragon Quest Heroes comes out next month, so I'm going to be all about that.
Oh yeah.
Here I go.
I love that guy. Oh, I died.
I'm tired.
Good night, man.
All your favorites are here, from Lubu to Cao Cao to Li Wang. Wait, no, that's a Soul Blade character. Say that's Nobunaga up there on the throne.
Got too much shit going on to deal with this.
And the dancer that would assassinate him. That's what happened, right?
I was actually reading about this the other day, and I do not remember.
It's possible.
Someone killed him. Also, chat's reminding you over and over, do not pursue Lubu. Just don't even freaking
But I want to pursue Lubu.
No. Don't do it.
But if you're wondering what a Dynasty Warriors fighting game would look like, it looks a little bit like this.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, whoa, it is. Wow.
Surprisingly good frame rate on this game.
Look at
first
how
of
good
all.
this looks! Oh my goodness, this looks great.
Very much a weapons-based fighter, a la Soul Blade or Samurai Showdown. It had special moves, it had super desperation attacks and all that. Everything you could want.
Wow, that looks great,
And it was fun. I played it a lot way back when. So imports in PlayStation Underground, they usually gave you the disclaimer that these games may or may not be coming out in North America, and sometimes they didn't.
A lot of times they, or is it mostly they?
Yeah, actually, around half the time they didn't show up in North America. Most memorably, probably, for most people, is that they had a demo for this PlayStation import game called Ore no Ryori, which was a cooking game.
It's called I'm the Chef, right?
I'm the Chef is what they called it. Yeah, you'd make soups, you would pour beers for people. Ooh, that was cool. And it used the PlayStation's DualShock to do all those moves, so you'd be like chopping celery and, you know, all mundane things, but it was really fast-paced and fun, and it's a shame that that game never came out over here.
Yeah, if you like Cooking Mama and those kind of games, I think y'all should try it. You could give whatever it's called, I'm the Chef a peek. It's on the PlayStation, it's on the Japanese PSN, right?
It is, yeah. Very cheap there if you have a Japanese account.
Mm-hmm.
And also common to imports, I don't think they... Oh wait, no, you could exit this one. Okay, good.
Sometimes you couldn't?
Yeah. they'd say that you have to reset your console because of things. That's disc 1. Why don't we switch to disc 2?
Alright. So yeah, the PlayStation Underground disc came with 2 discs.
Every month, 2 discs. 1.1 gigabytes of pure, mostly FMV.
Oh, people can, yeah, chat's talking about Cook Serve Delicious as well. Yeah, Ore no Ryori is really good. It's a...
That's right, Cook Serve Delicious is actually very heavily inspired by I'm the Chef. Like, to the point where it duplicates gameplay mechanics.
Oh, wow. That's interesting, actually.
There's this thing going on in the indie sphere lately that I'm a fan of, where they take these really obscure old games and then make new indie games based on them. Like, the game Roundabout is based on Kuru Kuru Kururin for the Game Boy Advance. There's a few other examples that aren't coming to mind at the moment, but that's a thing, and I appreciate that, because those games are cool, and nobody played them back then.
And it's nice to see the mechanics again, you know?
We'll cut to a commercial break pretty soon, but for the time being, let's check out the intro of Disc 2. This is the real meat and potatoes of the thing.
Oh man, I love that band!
Meat and potatoes?
You too!
Oh! So, Alex, have you heard of this game called Spider?
No, actually.
Why don't you play it?
Okay. If you have a spider phobia or arachnophobia, you're not going to want to look at the game for a bit because this game starts a spider, as you saw in the screenshot. That's all I know about it, is that it starts a spider and it looks pretty realistic.
You have access to a whole bunch of high-powered weaponry, missiles, machine guns, rocket launchers. Also, you're a fucking spider.
Here we go, it's by BMG.
BMG and Boss Game Studios, your favorite publisher-developer combo.
Okay, so let's get started here. What are my little feelers? The buttons do. Okay, now we got jump and spider punch. When you're a spider, you need to punch. Okay, let's see. Ah! I died. Try again. Yeah. Let's try again. Okay. Oh, look at me crawl. Huh. Alright, let's go this way. Ugh! I don't like that guy.
You're stuck. It killed you. That's Spider the video game.
Wait,
now
what?
available at retail at your local Montgomery Wards. What, you wanted more?
I wanted a game, Danny!
No, you had the game.
No, I'm trying this again.
Okay.
Okay, let me try this again.
This game actually existed. I rented it way back then. I played all the way through Spider the video game. At the end, you fight a man, and you take down a man as a tiny spider.
MG Interactive, amazing.
Yeah, they're not really doing anything these days in the video game space.
Okay. There we go. This guy, watch what I'm gonna do. That's right, stealth spider action.
Ah, Solid Snake style.
Huh.
You have missiles now. You can switch between your 4 legs. The spiders have 4 legs, and choose 4 different ones.
Oh god! I do have a missile. I don't know if that's okay.
It'll be fine.
You sure?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh god. It wasn't okay, Danny.
No. So, Spider is a 2.5D platformer, I guess you could call it, in that it's a single plane of movement, but the camera rotates around you. Much like the later Klonoa, a game that's almost as good as Spider the video game. It has a few fans.
And there. Oh god!
Wow, you got burnt.
I'm done with Spider.
I'm gonna try Spider.
Okay.
So these demos, they were a little bit uneven.
Yeah.
To the extent where you could drop out of the demo after 10 seconds of play if you don't know what you're doing.
Grunton from Chad gives this game a 2.5.
That's about what it deserves, I would say. The big problem with Spider is that you move really fast and the camera is way zoomed in, so stuff could just sneak up on you and instantly kill you. Like what happened with Alex. That is a problem throughout the game's 20 or so levels. It's a really long game. No? Okay. The controls are a little finicky.
A little, huh?
Just a bit.
Just a
touch.
tick.
Just a tick. Grasshopper's gonna get what's his. There we go.
Don't get sick.
I got burned.
I was gonna say,
I thought I was out of its range, but I wasn't. Oh!
Oh.
Spider.
Multiple paths here.
Multiple legs.
One path per leg.
Yeah, I got this now.
Hey! Wait, why?
We've gone further than any spider has gone before.
In anywhere. You got some help, I
Look at that waterfall animation.
Oh, it's so good!
It's so pretty.
Oh, it's so well done.
Yeah, so Klonoa, this is not.
No.
I knocked him out with a missile and then I shut him down with my spider punch.
I love the spider punch.
Ooh,
oh, it's Earthworm Jim.
Oh, it's Bubsy 3D.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. I could use... Okay, this isn't cool.
That's Spider!
How about depth perception? That would be nice. How about a shadow under the spider to show you where you're jumping? Oh well, I guess we don't need that. Spider, not a great game.
No.
As you could tell from the demo. That's the sort of game where they shouldn't have even released a demo, because you can play that and decide that you hate it. Another game. This one you're more likely to have heard of. It's Mechwarrior 2, which was released on PCs at the time, I believe. Now, how do you port a complex mech combat simulator to consoles?
Yeah, how do you?
Ineptly.
Oh, that's my favorite way.
Actually, I'm not sure how this compares to the PC original because I've never played it, but it seems very simple. To the extent where I can't see the PC version being this simple, like they had to have scaled it back. So much like the classic Kilik, the DNA imperative, this game puts you in the role of a giant mech. And unlike Kilik...
Kilik is not a classic stuff.
Maybe not to you.
Okay, fine.
Everyone loves Kilik. Everyone tell Alex how much you love Kilik.
No, don't you dare. Don't you dare flood my mentions.
This game has an unusual control scheme, first of all. Triangle goes forward. You use the D-pad to aim around and shoot stuff. Maybe a volume issue with this game. Let me know if that is the case.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy's just flying over.
Got him.
Did it.
I don't even know if that was an enemy, but he's dead now. You also have jump jets. You can just fly around.
Good morality there, Danny. He's dead now. I don't know if he's an enemy.
Doesn't matter now. Let's put the past behind us.
People talking about Kilik 2, aka Problem Time at Logjammer 12 or whatever.
AKA Epidemic. Or in Japan, Kilik the Blood 2, Reason in Madness.
Oh wow, well,
The title is the best thing about it.
What am I thinking about, like Logjammer 12? What was that game?
Belt Logger 9, Alex, is
Oh,
the
sorry.
third game in the Kilik series.
I'm sorry, I was thinking of Kilik 3, Kilik 3, Journey to Hell through the Logjammer system or whatever. I
So
don't know.
you have multiple weapons. It looks like I'm picking three of them at the same time. I'm just going to ignore Alex's Logjammer.
I love Logjamming.
Jamming. I hope you like jamming too.
I do. You know what? I do like jamming. I like jamming. I like busting, because busting, makes me feel good.
Me too, same. Overall, Probably better than Kilik. It plays fine.
By probably better it is.
It's in a big wide open area instead of a bunch of tiny corridors. You have
it doesn't make you sick.
Your mech is pretty mobile considering. I mean, the control scheme's a little unusual, but you can move at a pretty decent rate. I mean, jump jets, come on.
This looks pretty good actually. I gotta say, I like this. I would prefer to edit this into a video than Kilik any day.
Well, you might see it soon.
Oh, good.
No, wait, I don't think this is a year.
Well, if we ever do a year, too.
I have a million years to do
it. $1,000,000 years or $1,000,000. Speaking of which, give us $1,000,000.
I'd play Mechwarrior 2 for $1,000,000.
Yeah.
So can you see what I mean by this being simple? Like, all you do is move, you can jump, and all you do is shoot enemies while defending this base.
Everybody's making Big Lebowski references in chat. Because I said Lockjammer 12. I'm sorry, everyone.
Oh, I love that part of the movie.
Anyways, we're playing Mechwarrior 2.
You're doing fairly... Hey, stop shooting my base.
There's nothing obscene about this game.
Cut that out. My friends are in there. Okay, I'm out of whatever that was.
Run out of energy.
Get back here.
They're not coming back.
Where's my turbo mode? The fact that I'm a giant mech.
It's not fair.
Oh, well, we
Danny
fought valiantly. But in the end, our base was overrun by enemy mechs. I don't know. I guess... Considering it's a port of a PC game, the controls could be way worse. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so sorry.
Holy Danny! There's been a massacre!
I thought
there were no survivors!
I thought this was a simulation. I
No,
didn't know
Danny.
real lives were on the line.
You fucked up pretty bad here.
Okay, so nobody saw that.
Nobody died. We didn't kill anyone.
Nobody died. Everything's okay. How are you?
We didn't kill anybody. Nobody died because of our failures. Everyone is okay. There's 1 billion survivors.
Awesome power-ups. Think about the awesome power-ups.
We love power-ups.
Oh, I'm going to mech jail.
We both are, friend.
Next up in our list, a classic. It's Tomb Raider, the original.
Oh, Tomb Raider! That's a fun game.
Yep, back then this was just a PlayStation Underground demo. You could tell back then that this game wasn't going anywhere.
Nah,
it was gonna
who's ever heard of it?
Be swept under the rug. It stars Lauren Croft?
No, let me look this up. Hold on. No. Wikipedia says it's pronounced Laura.
Oh, no.
Laura Croft.
I think it's pronounced Nathan Drake.
Danny.
What?
Take that back.
So you are Lauren Croft, intrepid explorer, who will
Good old Lori C.
Who will one day have a very gory origin story. In this game, Laura is not swimming through a coagulated river of blood.
I would hope not.
And she's just, exploring the ruins, raiding tombs.
I love raiding tombs.
Shooting endangered species.
Wait, maybe not that. I don't know if I like that. Who died?
A wolf.
Can rip. Look
His
at that
friend
wolf.
just took off. Okay, there we go.
They took off to get more because
they were just like, oh shit, it's Laura. I mean, Laura.
It's Lori.
That wolf. Right, wolf taint right in your face.
No, get out of here.
No.
Oh no! You messed up all these dead wolves. No one tell David Cameron about these dead wolves, okay? We want to keep the stream rated PG.
Hey.
Okay, sorry.
Back on topic. No UK politics in this game. Anyway, we killed the wolves.
Anyway, so we killed all the wolves. What's over here?
Ready to move on to our next challenge. It appears this underground civilization had a stable or something.
Oh, that's cool.
Perhaps there's horses around here? Or a bear.
Oh
There's
my
a
god!
Bear. There's a big bear.
Oh my god, there's a bear. This was a bear stable, Danny. What did you do?
Oh, I should have known.
You should have not got. Oh god.
They were bear wranglers, Laura.
No.
Something has survived. It's a bear.
That bear nearly killed you.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Okay.
The
you went the wrong way. The ancient bear tombs.
We took a wrong turn.
The ancient tombs of Bear Lala here.
Isn't the tomb of Amun-Ra or whatever? It's the tomb of Grizzly Bear.
Oh, good. You can't. Oh.
Oh, there's a wall here. I got this. Don't worry.
Okay, we got it. It's a puzzle, everybody. I'll let you know you barely survived.
This game is unbearable. And here we have found a minor health pack. Go us. In fact, I could probably use that right now, considering I was just mauled by a bear and all. So if you've played this obscure favorite, you will know that it has an unusual control scheme. It's basically Prince of Persia in 3D. In that, once Lara gets going, it's really hard to stop her. There's a bear again!
Oh no, no more bear!
The important thing to remember is that bears can't swim.
Oh yeah, they never learn!
Mm-hmm. Oh, jeez.
Oh god, there's another!
We gotta take care of this bear problem. This will not stand. Oh, this wily bear is outwitting my control scheme.
It's outwitting your guns!
Hey, we took down the bear!
We took down the bear.
Our bear problems are gone. What got in here? Appears to be some sort of room where things were kept. Oh boy, these controls. Wow.
Oh, they're
okay.
Not so hot.
Oof. I got a confession, you guys. I got Tomb Raider for Christmas the year it came out, and I hated it, so I made my dad take it back to the store. Not the biggest Tomb Raider fan here.
We're sorry. It's not us.
I played it. I gave it a chance. It's just the controls get to me.
It's all bear puns all the time in chat.
Excellent. Well, Lara's getting ready to move giant stone blocks. Wow, Lara. Want to move it a little bit more?
Oh god, there's gonna...
Look at that one polygon butt.
Hey man, people were clamoring for nude codes. They were screaming, tearing the nation asunder in the 90s.
That was a big part of PlayStation culture, trying to find the nude code for Tomb Raider.
There was none. Because that's awful. Why would you care or
people
want that?
Eventually had to
mod in their own nudes.
Yes, they did. They had to mod the PC version, the Nude Raider patch. The only way to express your sexual desires in the mid-90s.
The 90s were awful, and we had a lot of problems, and everybody's like, hey, remember the 90s? And I'm like...
oh, is that the end of the demo?
We did it.
We've done it. We survived being mauled by bears and wolves, and we survived having a one-polygon ass. That's it. We've raided the tombs. Let's get out. Looking back, it's a really innovative game. I can appreciate what it was trying to do. It just was not any fun to me. I played Tomb Raider 2 later, and I thought that was way better.
Yeah.
I enjoyed going around Lara's mansion and locking her butler in the freezer.
Rude.
That is a thing you could do.
Oh, it's Carnage Heart.
Now Carnage Heart, which we mentioned near the top of the stream. This lets you actually play this game. And I cannot imagine this game having any sort of appeal among PlayStation's mainstream audience. So people playing this had to have just been mystified. But we'll try to explain it the best we can.
Mm-hmm.
This is by Art Dink.
Oh, Art Dink! They're cool.
If you follow our Patreon, the last few weeks, we've advertised a possible Art Dink stream.
We'd love to do it. So,
that's gotten a few votes, but yeah, other things have won out. If you want to see the weirdest possible games of all time, definitely vote for that next time, because we have quite a few.
Oh, and quick mention from chat to anybody listening. Apparently, Ape Odyssey is free on Steam today.
That's right. I was going to mention that when we got to it.
Because it is a PlayStation game, yeah.
That is actually on this disc. We'll
Very
be seeing
cool.
that after this. But yeah, the first Abe's Odyssey, not the remake, the original, is free on Steam until I think noon tomorrow, so pick it up before then.
We'll have to do that.
This game's soundtrack is awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to turn it down.
Okay.
Just a tick.
Listen to that beat.
1 second here. Yeah, I'm no good at beats. Please don't hire me to make beats.
So, Carnage Heart. What's it all about?
What is it all about?
You're on some space station. I want to say on Jupiter. That's probably wrong. And you have this base and a whole bunch of mechs. What you gonna do with all them mechs? You're gonna send them out to capture bases, a la Military Madness.
Oh, very cool.
But to do that, it is the most complex thing in the entire fucking world. Let me try and actually form a platoon here. Okay, we got 2 units made up of 3 mechs each. That sounds good. Why don't we deploy unit number 1?
Bad news, Danny.
Yes.
Jupiter, as Chad has reminded us, it's a gas giant planet. There's no way we can have a base here.
Well, it's an ideal setting for mechs. Did you think about that, smart guy? Mechs can survive and form terrestrial-based armaments within Jupiter's gaseous clouds, so suck it.
Yeah, exactly.
Our second platoon will be defending our base. Okay, we have... Let's enter production here. Don't forget to produce ammo. I like these character portraits too.
Oh man, that guy has it rough.
That's a real potato-y looking guy there.
He looks like oof, what's that guy?
Oh, I don't have any mech designs. Alex, let's design some mechs.
I love mechs. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's design some robots.
That would be here. Okay, design. Card number 1. Let's design the hardware. Look at that guy. Think he browses Reddit?
Oh man! Oh man! I do not want to watch that guy's YouTube videos.
You sure you want to believe Anita Sarkeesian's lies?
Oh no, I don't want to hear that guy.
So despite his opinions, he's a good mech designer.
Yeah,
he's designed an okay mech for us. Now we have to design software. Which
is
where this fella comes into
it's
play.
Will Wright from, it's Will Wright. It's just straight up
Will Wright.
I was like, it's just Will Wright.
So as I mentioned towards the beginning of the stream, in Carnage Heart, the big thing is that you get to program your own mechs. And by that I mean you have to lay down like logic gates, like if-then statements. It has to make complete logical sense. And whenever a mech encounters certain situations, like say if an enemy is 50 meters away to your left, you have to program it to make it turn to the left and then fire. It is nutso, I think, is the only way I can describe it.
It's really weird.
It is unbelievable that they would make such a complex game, especially for consoles. But they did it. Here's all the different things you could go through. You could tell it to stop, move forward, jump, fire, explode, all sorts of things. But I think we're going to just let this guy design our mech for us.
Thanks, Will Wright.
That saved us a couple minutes, I would say.
Couple?
Yeah, good.
And chat.
Let's test it out.
Chat's mentioning that how it's really interesting how this actually got published, like especially in America. This feels so niche.
Yeah, it's early in the PlayStation's life too, and Art Inc. was making games like the Train Line Simulator A-Train, and a game where you don't control your mechs, mind you, you only program them. So let's see what our programmed mechs can do out on the battlefield of Jupiter. And as you can see in the upper left, you can see your program running in real time with how your mech reacts to threats in the area, which is fascinating.
It is, actually.
I could see getting really into this game and making an optimal program for your mech and it just being super satisfying, but I do not have the time to get into it.
We are not programmers here. I feel bad. We're artists and we're designers and editors and writers, but we are not programmers.
During these fights, you can rotate the camera. Oh my god, one of them died. You can also switch between mechs and watch them get their asses beat, apparently. Wow. You want to try reprogramming that mech, bro?
Yeah, Will Wright's mechs suck.
Oh, now he's doing good. You also have a whole bunch of different weapons that you can purchase blueprints from and then develop at your factories. And you have to manage all sorts of resources, and there's just a whole bunch of micromanagement involved.
Yeah.
Anyway, the mechs I've made, they suck bad. They lost super bad. Let's review that design.
Okay. We're gonna give it a... Is this gonna be like reviewing it on Yelp? 1 star?
Yeah, do not trust Will Wright when it comes to programming mechs. This doesn't seem any different, dude.
Let's try it.
Okay, how about field number 2?
Ooh, a second field.
Maybe we just need the home court advantage on Jupiter. Move forward. You can also see in real time what it's currently executing in the upper right.
Likes to jump.
Yeah, I like that. I like this hoppy mech.
Avoiding a lot of fires.
But yeah, that's a good defensive move, actually. Just focus on... oh god, that weapon. Why don't we send our test robots out into battle?
And there it goes.
Because obviously nothing we make can beat them.
525 Lines just said that's what I call a raid on Bunkling Bay.
Nice. Good job.
Chad, you're beautiful, bless you.
This is why we have the chat on screen now.
You're also
because they're funnier than us.
Yeah, basically.
Come on, little mech. You can... Oh, no. This doesn't look good. Well, I like the fact that they hop around like little frogs.
Yeah, they're adorable.
That's cute.
And there you go.
What's more important, that or combat readiness, do you think? Well, he took out one of them.
Yeah.
Approved.
We like it. Fine.
Move them into production. We're doing it. Ooh, MasterCard. So, now we go into the factory. But first, since the game gives us a shit ton of money because it's a demo, we're gonna upgrade the crap out of these factories.
Tor! That's what he looks like.
Tor?
Tor, yeah, you know. That one. Hold on.
Production.
Tor Johnson, you know.
Ah, yes. Tor Johnson.
You don't know? Come on. You know Tor Johnson. From Plan 9 from Outer Space.
Right, that guy. You're right. The big guy whose head is made of meat.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, I made 33 mechs. Well, you can never have too many mechs, is what I always say. So these guys are going to be busy making mechs while we're out making the big bucks on Jupiter. Alright, we've deployed all our units. You can also enter into negotiations with people on the faraway planet Earth. They sell blueprints for mechs and weapons and R&D stuff, and there's about 20 different sub-menus involved here, and I'm not even going to try. Also change the music.
Very cool.
Like this one. Sounds like Sonic CD.
It does.
This one's okay too. I think I like Maniac Dance the most though. So, let's end our turn. That's right, all of this has been in one turn.
Oh! Whoa!
So that turns us over. Now it's time to enter production again and send out more mechs and make units and make platoons and send them out and battle all the people on Jupiter. And actually, I wonder how my factory is doing. looks like they haven't made a single mech. Wait, is this one? Maybe not. Let's just take over that base. What do you say?
Let's do it.
Oh, someone's on the way. Oh, someone's gonna attack our base. This isn't good.
Uh-oh, we're dead.
Oh no, these guys suck! Man. Oh, we're doomed.
Oh no, are there gonna be no survivors again?
We will die here on the cold tundra of Jupiter. Mech, what are you doing? You're just spinning around in circles. You can hop, but you're not... Oh no. Oh. Hey! Keep doing that. Keep launching missiles. Come on, buddy. Y'all said I was crazy when I designed my cute little hopping frog mechs.
And look at you now. Look at those tanks. They're getting hit.
I think my mech got smarter. It's starting to retreat and fire from a distance with a shotgun, which maybe isn't the best idea, but whatever.
Something's happened. Oh, it's getting closer.
What's my other bros doing? Yeah? Oh, third bro is dead.
Someone mentioned that you're probably on the moon. Actually.
I guess that would make sense.
guess.
We're probably on Ganymede or something.
Oh, la-di-da. You know the name of things, but you don't know that Jupiter's made out of farts.
That's a recent discovery. They're also trying to tell you that Pluto's made of farts. You gonna believe that shit?
They say, Pluto's not a planet, it's actually just farts, and it sucks, and,
It's actually a really cool
place. That's why everybody's really
place.
mad. That's why everybody's really mad, because, like, they're just constantly screaming about how, like, Pluto is the worst planet now. It's awful.
Did we win? We won! Hey!
We won, everybody!
We're gonna take over Jupiter yet.
Alright.
I don't know about those other guys, but let's just hope that we have a defense plan. Come on, defenders.
You can do it. Oh, apparently this game got a sequel on the PSP, according to Chad.
That's right. That was never released in North America. I think there was a second Carnage Heart for the PlayStation. That was Japan exclusive. God only knows why this one got localized, because jeez. I mean, well, the mech genre was pretty popular back then.
It was really big, is the thing, and so I guess that they
considering,
were like...
Yeah, considering Mechwarrior 2 was contemporary, there might have been an audience.
I mean, Tale of the freaking Sun came out. So.
Yeah, and A-Train, and no one can stop Mr. Domino. For all the domino enthusiasts out there.
Oh man, I love dominoes.
Too. I'm not so sure about our home team, you guys.
Yikes!
Ooh, they kind of steamrolled us.
Well, we died.
It's not look good. Not look good at all. Is there any kind of platoon I can put together? Oh, there is. Look at that. Okay. Hey, look who was smart by making all those mechs.
Here we go.
What we're gonna do, deploy them. You defend this base. You move right on top of those jerks. You know what? You go on patrol. What's going on? Aha! We got him this time. Yeah!
Nice. You just destroyed them.
Yup. Just
oh my gosh.
Them. Let's try and move towards that one base. Let's say.
And this is all on a demo disc. This is really impressive, actually.
Yeah, it's a pretty decently lengthy demo. I think it's either time or turn limited, though. Deploy these guys and move in on this base. And win the game. Oh no. I didn't think this plan through.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll see.
I thought I killed all their guys. I got way more invested in this than I expected to. Maybe I actually like Carnage Heart. I don't know. I can see the appeal.
I can too. It's an interesting, really interesting idea for a game, much like all of Art Pink's games were, really.
Yeah.
They were just like, let's just try something completely and utterly different that no one else has done.
It's really complex and I'd say decently executed. I mean, I can go through the basic gameplay loop without getting completely lost, which is what happens in most simulation games for me. Time up.
Time up.
We didn't have quite enough time to take over Jupiter. Maybe someday. Or Ganymede, if you want to be, if you want to be technical. Wow. I need to pick up a copy of Carnage Heart. That was cool.
Yeah, it was great.
The thing is, there was so much stuff in that game, and yet they made it simple and accessible. I appreciate that. So to close out today's stream, we'll go for the last two games on this disc. First of all is the misspelled Jurassic Park. Wait, is that misspelled?
I couldn't tell.
It looked like there were two R's.
I didn't see two R's.
Okay.
Oh, good, Shrek's gonna show up.
This is Swamp.
This was before. It's big.
I'm almost positive the music is too loud here, but this is a real short video, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Impact font.
Never heard of that. Like some other people, yeah, but you get to play as a dinosaur, and apparently you can even play as a T-Rex for a few short points. But
yeah, from what I've heard, it lets you control a whole bunch of different animals. Oh wait,
it is spelled correctly.
Okay, that was wrong.
That was you.
That's on me. Yeah, apparently that game is really cool when you're playing as the T-Rex, but most of the time you don't play as the T-Rex. You play as a compy, and everything steps on you or eats you, and that's not fun. So the last demo on here. As mentioned before, if you're watching this on September 23rd and no other time, this game is free on Steam, so go check that out. It's an interesting... It is a super interesting game.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and just start it up. And if you're into Abe's Odyssey, this demo will be very interesting to you because it's quite different from the final version.
I actually played this on PC when it was contemporary. I really enjoyed it. We got it on sale. Mom did, and she was like, "Oh, let's try it out." And I was like, "Okay."
I rented it and beat it on PlayStation. Back then, I didn't actually like it all that much, but I think I can appreciate it more nowadays for what it tried to do. It's a very difficult Prince of Persia styled game.
It's a puzzle platformer Prince of Persia style thing with a.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I love Abe. Oh, he's great.
Follow me. Stay here.
Love this game.
This intro is very different from the final version.
This is Rupture Farms. They say it's the biggest meat processing plant on Oddworld. That's me. My name is Abe. I used to work here. Well, I was really a slave, like all the others. Then I learned they were gonna turn us into lunch. That's when I knew I had to escape. So, get me out of here, and help me rescue the others.
If you're familiar with the final version, that is a very truncated version of the game story. Abe is basically a slave in this food processing plant, and he overhears the corporate execs talk about how they're going to turn his race into a new snack food.
And he's like, oh no!
This game, upon re-examination, it is actually a really interesting criticism of corporate culture and just how capitalism works.
It's really interesting, actually.
That was something that completely slipped past me way back when, but seeing it today, I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's a very political game, and I think that makes it really interesting, especially for a 90s kind of PlayStation game, you know. But it's got a lot of puzzle platforming elements, and I actually beat this when I played it on PC.
Man, good fucking job.
Well, it's actually not that hard to play with the. It's actually a lot easier with the keyboard, I swear, because I not just had a keyboard, I had a keyboard with a little because the game on the PC came with a cheat sheet of what all the buttons meant. So yeah, it was real nice.
There's a lot of stealth in this game. Basically, you have to rescue all your friends. And at every turn, the game makes it as difficult as possible to do that. Like so. Like here, it tells you to pull this switch, so...
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
But Abe has psychic powers. And he can use that stuff. You can take control of the bad guys, and more importantly, take control of their machine guns. You can basically turn all the bad guys on each other, and if you have no need for a bad guy, you can just take them out of play.
Yeah.
Another interesting thing about this is the fact that it had a voiced communication system. So you hold the L1 button, and then you push buttons on the face of the PlayStation controller, I think. I think this is hello?
Hello. Hello.
Yes, it is. And from there you can tell him either to stay there, follow you, or do other things.
Okay.
Do it.
He's following me now. Unfortunately, you can only have one follower in this game. I think in the sequel, you could have multiple people following you.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah. We don't know what's ahead, so I'm just gonna tell this guy to stay here.
Oh, Submol, we actually showed those music videos earlier.
Oh, they were great.
They were great. We actually had, we looked at them. We're just gonna have to edit them out of when we put this on YouTube, because there's no way we're not gonna get a thing on
YouTube hates it when you upload music videos.
Man, yeah, they
hates
do.
it. I tried to upload that music video from Street Fighter the movie, and they gave me a copyright strike. They do not fuck around.
No.
Well, that didn't work out too well. I tried to possess that guy, and he noticed. He noticed. Let's try to get back to where we were. I believe there's a lot of little minor differences, too, between this demo version and the final. Like in terms of text, backgrounds, other things.
I don't know if they're cutting the floors right up about the differences, but I know that there's a lot of editors doing work on,
You didn't see anything?
Nothing happened. We're doing a lot of work on the PlayStation right now. Speaking of which, if any of you, if any of y'all are historians in the audience and, you want to need help with PlayStation demos, we've got so many. Just let us know. We have some. Oh!
You can also make them explode, yeah. So this time we won't kill our friend, or at least try not to.
Yeah, we're actually recording this stream so we can, because we know Twitch is going to probably put a notice on it too, so we're saving it elsewise, don't worry.
Been found out. Here he is. Hey.
Ran away.
Crap, now I don't know what to do. Hello? Oh, okay. So if you pull the switch, he wakes up. Let's not do that.
Oh, and look at that, a save point.
Mm-hmm. This is what you do to free your friends. It's a portal you hold open. But our friends are still trapped or killed by our own hand.
Oh, good, you turned off it.
Like so. So Oddworld. Alex, when you played through it, did you get the good ending?
What's the good I don't know the differences.
So, throughout the game, you have to rescue 99 of your friends, the Mudokons. If you save most of them, you get the good ending. If you save less than half, you get the bad.
I got the good ending.
Oh, I got the bad. It's really easy to kill them, and actually very hard to save them.
Yeah.
This guy, I think you have to save, yeah.
That guy is easy to do.
Here's the interesting part. Being an asshole actually has good ramifications in terms of like puzzles and stuff. Because if you're an asshole, you can very easily solve puzzles like this one.
Okay.
Danny.
I just think back then that was really interesting that they made that part of the gameplay mechanics. Like, the game's easier if you're a turd, but it's gonna be,
you're not gonna get a good ending, yeah. Nice.
I also just really like this game's really dark tone. It's not like dark in an edgy 90s sort of way.
No,
it's just dark as in, wow, capitalism sucks
yeah,
for everybody.
It's all about, it's really an interesting game in that kind of way. It reminds me of, I want to say this game is the They Live kind of a video game.
It kind of is, actually.
Very thematically similar. This is really hard. You have to wait till it turns green to touch it. Ugh, God, I hated that.
It's
that was
very
one of
tense.
my least favorite puzzles in this.
That's another cool thing. You're really focusing on this, and then if you screw up, it's just horrifying because you're so focused on the game. Let's see if we can kill this guy.
Oh!
If they notice they're being possessed, they will
just shoot.
They will try to shoot. And if any of your friends are caught in the crossfire, they're dead. So yeah, really interesting game where your basic decisions impact things that happen later on, as well as the immediate screen that you're on. It can make things easier for the time being, but it will not pay off for you in the end. A lot of this revolves around stealth and manipulating enemy patterns and stuff, like here.
Yeah.
So yeah, back then all I saw was just a really difficult and hard to control game, but I really enjoy this game's premise, and oh jeez.
I think it's hard, but I think that because of the slower pace of the game, it works well with that, with the kind of puzzly atmosphere and things like that. I really love this game still. I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, this game hasn't aged that poorly, considering.
It hasn't, and it, by all means, it should have. I mean, the whole pre-rendered graphics thing, just the fact that it came out in a time where games like this weren't popular.
Yeah, yeah.
It's kind of amazing that it found the audience that it did. I probably won't be able to beat this demo, but I'll play it a little bit more. Just because it's cool. You didn't see it.
I just really like the stealth in the game. When I played it, I really... Man, this demo just keeps going, wow.
Oh yeah, it lasts a while. It lasts until you get out of the factory, I think.
Oh wow, that's
yeah, so that's quite a bit of gameplay.
Yeah, actually.
Nothing. Here is where the controls start to work against you, because you're dealing with explosives, and if you happen to screw up and throw it against a wall, you are dead.
Yep.
Okay, so it wants me to throw while crouching.
I think if you throw while crouching, it slobs it? Or no?
Nope. Bye. Try that one more time. give this game a chance.
Yeah,
it's worth it.
Hey, if you got Steam, it's free. No harm, man. See? Ah! There you go.
Oh, damn it. It left one.
Oh, that sucks.
Let me get one more. This will either be a huge triumph or a massive failure.
Can't wait. Huge triumph or massive failure is kind of the motto of the Adventure Pals, so ain't it?
Yeah, basically. Or alternately, oh man, I can't believe we did that! And, oh, you're so stupid! Ooh, okay.
Danny?
That's Oddworld's Abe's Odyssey. You can get that on Steam for free right now. I recommend it. Super good. Super, super good. That about does it for the demo disc. We're going to close out with one last thing, which I think might be interesting to some of you.
Some. I don't know what it is. I actually don't know what this is, so I'm excited.
It does misspell Jurassic Park. It just fixes it when the video finishes loading.
Oh, you're right!
You see that? Okay, check this out. Totally misspelled!
And then? Spelled right! Oh,
and then very poorly fixed.
Oh man, this makes me feel better about last week's stream and the 13 in memoriams I misspelled.
Exactly. So, this there's videos on this disc, not just of our friend Ginuwine, but also of a pre-release video game. This is, in fact, the famous Resident Evil 1.5. A game that was in development but scrapped halfway through so that they could completely start over and make a new game. I'm gonna talk over this because it's just background music and sound effects from Resident Evil 1.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they did a ton of work. They had all these models together, they made all these pre-rendered backgrounds. The story was there, but very different from the final one.
Mm-hmm.
This character here is Elsa Walker, who is a motorcycle stunt woman, I believe. She is completely absent from the Resident Evil series. She is only found in this prototype version.
Mm-hmm. She's a lot like Tiara Bubowski of Sonic Extreme.
Exactly. The Tiara Bubowski of Resident Evil. We're not making that up. A prototype Sonic game, Sonic Extreme, had a character named Tiara Bubowski. It's 100% true. These scenes here, this part, very distinct. It's not in the final version in any form.
Also, looks interesting.
They did actually have a few cool cinematic scenes.
Yeah.
This is neat. Zombies crawling in, invading your police mansion, as it turned out to be in the final version. The weirdest fucking police station in the world.
Man, your boss in that police station is awfully... It's like, oh, want to go to the break room? You better find 12 separate medals. It's like, God, I just want to take a dump. It's just bad for efficiency and
now all these zombies are here? Now I'm never gonna take a dump.
No dumps allowed, man.
No dumps allowed.
Chat's asking if this prototype exists anywhere.
It does. As of, I think just last year, this version of the game was discovered and ripped and is playable on PlayStation hardware. I've played it, and it is very incomplete. To the point where you can just walk off the screen, walk on walls, everything gets messed up.
Yeah.
But it is there in playable form, and you can play as Elsa Walker, fulfilling many dreams throughout the years. I'm actually very glad that that was finally found. People spent many years trying to track down Resident Evil 1.5,
and it's out,
and they finally did.
It's out from a collector's hand, so it's there.
But for a long time, this PlayStation Underground disc was one of the very few sources you could look at to see what that game was going to be like. And that's cool. It's cool that PlayStation Underground gave early looks at these games.
Yeah, it's really interesting, too, especially from a historical standpoint. So... I don't know if these are ripped or available or whatever, but if you're a historian and you're looking into the history of PlayStation, looking for differences, it's really interesting looking through these.
Yep. PlayStation Underground discs are actually still cheap on eBay, too, relatively, when you can find them in lots.
Mm-hmm.
They won't be forever. Maybe if you want to start collecting them, that might be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Just a hint from me to you.
Yeah.
But that does it for us. We're the Adventure Pals,
and thank you so much. Yeah.